What is up, all you freaks out there? This is Ryan.
And this is Rhonda.
We had Sarah
What
in the
happened to
queue,
Sarah?
but she left. Hopefully she comes back because it's a very special day. And I'm actually kind of surprised that we were able to get our guests on such an historic day.
I'm dying
But
to know. Dying to
of
know.
course, I don't have to tell you that it's Slug's return from Capistrano Day.
Repeat that one more
Slug's
time.
return from Capistrano Day. I realize again, I don't have to. Again, I have to tell you what holiday is. Obviously, it's Slug's return from Capistrano Day. That is only the greatest holiday ever.
I did hear it was like Hamburger Day or something like that too.
No, it's Hamburger Day.
Okay,
And
what
I'm
day
gonna
is
put
it? I missed it. What day is it?
Oh my
It's
God. Brace yourself. You're gonna be so sad
hope
you
you're
missed
sitting
it.
down. If you're standing up, sit
Sit
down because you're
down.
gonna be getting shocked.
Okay. I'm sitting down.
It is Slug's return from Capistrano Day.
What the fuck is that? What does that
You don't
mean?
know what that is? The
No.
Slugs, they come back from Capistrano. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory.
What the fuck?
It's in
What
the
is
title.
coming from Capistrano?
I don't know. But the Slugs are coming back from it, though.
Right?
I don't know why they went there
Like, I don't know.
We need details.
or why they're coming back. But
What is
you know.
Capistrano?
I think it's some island in Italy. It sounds like an Italian island or some kind of coffee. I don't know. But the Slugs are coming back from there today. So watch out.
But where did they go? They're coming back from there. But where did they go to?
Where they go? I don't know.
Are they the cicadas? Is it the same
They
thing?
probably
Yes,
are.
that's what it is. Let's look it up and figure out what is going on with Slugs.
While you're looking it up, hello,
Tell us
Ronnie.
about these
Hello,
stage
Shayla,
Paracon.
Brandon, Lois, Shonda. So Shayla says we need to change the music. She was going to sleep.
Well, that was the waiting room music I have playing before the show starts.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Slugs return from Capistrano Day is observed on May 28th to show appreciation for slugs. So it's Slug Appreciation Day.
Right then.
So to all you slugs out there, here's to you.
Cheers.
I want to know what kind
Give
of
a paranormal shout out to all the
I'm not sure
slugs.
we're glad you have returned, but
Apparently they like to vacation in Capistrano.
I mean, I would like to vacation in Capistrano, but I
Me
don't
too.
think I would like to if there's black slugs there, though.
Not with the slugs there. No,
So-
I'll wait. They can go on May 29th. The slugs will be gone, so you can go down to Capistrano because the slugs are all back to where they belong now.
Okay, so is that
So-
like every slug in the world goes to Capistrano?
I guess I don't
Then
know.
I
They
would not like to vacation there.
made a day for it. So we had a busy weekend. Oh, I know Rhonda did.
Busy, good weekend. Yes.
She had a Paracon of sorts that she went to. Give us a brief synopsis.
So
of,
we had Sage
Paracon.
Paracon out at Belgrove Plantation in Port Conway. It's a little different than your standard Paracon as they keep it. It's a very intimate kind of Paracon where they limit it to about 50 guests and 5 or 6 speakers. And then you have, because you go all weekend and you have access to these speakers. They're there listening to the same lectures you're listening to. Their tables are outside. You can stop and talk to them at any time. For us, it kicks off on Thursday night. MJ Dixon, she's from the UK. She is the one this is her Paracon. She has been on several different paranormal shows. She's also a director. She's directed things for like Destination Fear. She's wrote now 2 books. So she kind of puts on this event. She fell in love with Belle Grove when she did a Paracon. The very first one that had Amy, Bruni, and Adam.
Ooh.
and she's kind of continued the tradition from there. So we had lots of speakers. We had Richard Estep. We had Jeff Belanger, who is the writer for Ghost Adventures. He does all the
Oh
research.
shit.
Then we had Sean Porter, of course, from Ghost Stop, and he was a lot of fun. And Nikki Folsom, she is from Texas. She's a paranormal investigator. She's been in some movies. She's done a lot of things. And then, of course, MJ did some workshops as well. Our own Kim Sage from FPRI did a gallery reading. So, we're out there. It starts Thursday night, which is just basically FPRI out there, just figuring out what are we doing for the weekend? How are we making this run? And then Friday night starts off the VIP event for people who bought VIP tickets to meet us, FPRI, and the speakers. And then Saturday kicks it off. We have lectures on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday night is we do an investigation. Each spot has one of the speakers there leading the investigation. And then on Sunday, it always ends with something fun. And this time we did an escape room kind of thing.
Ooh.
So figure out the clues in Belgrove and run off. It's a good weekend. It's an exhausting weekend.
That's
It's
fun.
the most fun you can have. The next one, I don't have the date off the top of my head, but I believe it will be in September of 2025.
Dang.
Oh wow.
Yep.
So you're not gonna do May again? You're gonna go. Isn't there? I know. Isn't there one in September?
The dates got a little off. It's usually in September. We did it in September of 2023, and it moved this time to May of 2024. So it'll be September again of 2025, which is MJ's birthday time period, and she's bringing her husband in, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, nice.
Yep, but it's so much fun.
It also sounds exhausting.
It is. It's the best thing I think is seeing the people who come there and then friendships are made. And then you see them bonding on Facebook. And then, there's a group that was at the last Paracon that are all great friends, and they came to this one. And there was a guy who came this time. His name was Kenny. He just came by himself, and everybody just embraced him. Now there's a whole nother friend group, and now Kenny's a part of it. So it's really fun to have these like-minded people come together. And I think that happens with such an intimate setting where there's only 50 people, and you're with these people all weekend, and you just make friendships that kind of seem to last.
Yeah. Oh,
it's so cool how the paranormal can bring people together.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This of course Saturday I went out to Evergreen and Woodland cemeteries with Dennis, Ronnie, and Shayla were there.
Nice.
Melissa Outman and Christian Zweigel from Pandora's Peregrination were out there as well, and David Flowers from Vibe Time with Jerry were there, and we placed flags. Also, Elizabeth from the Project 360 group was out there, and we placed flags at Woodland and Evergreen cemeteries to honor the soldiers that gave their lives for our country. It was a lot of fun, very hot.
Yeah, it was hot Saturday.
it was rough. And let's say the Evergreen Cemetery was a bit overgrown. So I'm sure we probably left some graves unmarked or unflagged because they were just too hard to find. But we'll get them in September, or not September. Got September on my mind now. In November when we go back on Veterans Day.
It's so sad that those graves just like no one takes care of them. They're just lost.
Yeah, it's depressing when you go out there, but at the same time, it's really kind of beautiful at the same, just how they're kind of in the trees and everything. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I was talking to Elizabeth, and I was like, well, I don't even know if we'd be coming out here doing this if it wasn't for the fact that it was in the woods, because the only reason we went out there is because of the fact that it was an abandoned cemetery. So, so I don't know. It sucks that
it's a wonderful thing that happens, and I'm so glad. It stunk this time that it happened where we were all at other different places and couldn't be there, but it's such a worthy cause.
Well, November 9th, we'll be going back out there. So if there's no Paracons or anything going on,
then we should be we'll be out of Halloween season, so we should be on the download.
It's on my calendar.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Well, we got to give a paranormal shout out. Okay.
Uh-oh. What we got?
We're going to T's Enchanted Essentials. She has got oils, body sprays, car sprays, candles, even soaps. All right.
Nice.
It's very high quality stuff. If you wanted some good stuff, you got to order from T. All right.
How do you spell it?
It's T.
Letter
T.
T.
Letter T.
T's. T's Katana.
That's
T apostrophe S. That's what.
why.
Providing all natural healing products for cleansing your mind, body, and soul. T's Essentials. Look her up on Facebook, give her a like, and you will not regret it.
Yeah.
Word of the day, Thunder Plump.
Oh God.
Which I know sounds like a fat person.
It
But-
sounds like somebody is taking a massive dump.
Oh, that's what it is. I took a Thunder Plump this morning.
I was thinking it was like, you got thunder thighs, it's like thunder butt. Like, what is it?
I was thinking like a thick stomach, but no, it is a heavy downpour, which I guess could be a massive dump, depending on how you look at it.
Thunder plump.
Thunder Plump.
Oh my God.
Learn something new every day. Sarah, what is the question of the day?
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Would you rather be chased by Annabelle the doll or a killer clown?
With that, I'm going to bring in our guests, Lyle and Tana and Brandon Johnson, to join in the fun.
Woohoo!
Hello, hello,
Woo!
hello.
Welcome, guys.
Were you talking about thugs from Capistrano or
Slugs. Thugs from Capistrano. That'd be more fun.
No, it's would you rather be taken out by Annabelle or a killer clown?
What's the third option?
That's it. That's all we got.
Hmm.
And bring on the doll.
That's what I said.
I say Annabelle.
yeah?
Yeah, Annabelle.
Don't like clowns.
No,
No,
I don't.
No clowns.
nope. I don't.
Ryan, thank you bunches for that shout out.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad to do it. How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing great.
Good.
Excellent. Thank you for having us.
Good.
Hi again, Rhonda.
Hello again.
Haven't been long.
I know.
How was the Dunlora in this past weekend?
That's this weekend.
This
This weekend.
Oh, this weekend coming. I thought it was last weekend. Okay.
It was great. I was already there. Had
Yeah.
a fun experience. Truly loved every second of it, my friend.
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing, buddy? No, yeah, that's this coming weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, how's it gonna be?
Good.
It's gonna be great,
Great.
as usual. Dunlora is always a great spot
Yeah.
for us. So
So, what made you guys decide to start a paranormal events like group or company?
well, this kind of goes back a little ways for
Yeah.
Haunted Nights. Actually, I think it was something that we started thinking about. There was a con that was done in Lynchburg,
Mm-hmm.
Virginia. And I think they were called ParaQuest or something
Something like that.
this. And we were one of the few paranormal teams that was there, and we were set up out in the hallway. And people came up and were like, how can we, and that's actually where the DVD thing
That's
started
where
too.
the DVD started, but Haunted
Yeah.
Nights came way after that.
Yeah, it came way after that. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But still, people have always requested, how can we come investigate with you guys? How can we do this? How come, when you've got a team already, it's kind of hard to throw extra people in there when we would do it. And then we got into some of the stuff that we were doing with our filming and all that. So it made it even extra hard. So we decided, Brandon, myself, and Tana, we threw together an event that was going to be over at the Silverback Inn in Charlottesville. And we were going to have Scott Porter and Stephanie Burke there. And the event kind of fell through. And because we had those two already booked, we were like, can we find somewhere else? And then we reached out to Mr. Dennis again. Mr. Dennis, he saved us twice. so far. And he said, well, how about Henricus? So that was in 2018 when we did that event at Henricus. That's where we brought Brandon on as a member of Twisted Paranormal Society there that night. And then we started, and then we thought after about a year and a half, people were asking for more. And we decided to go ahead and see what we could do is throw together Haunted Night Paranormal event. And the rest is history since, our first event was supposed to be in March of 2020. And we know what happened that year.
Oh,
So we kind of delayed everything
dang.
out. Everything got delayed out until July of 2020. So where we're going to be this weekend was actually our very first location for Haunted Nights Paranormal events when we officially kicked off.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Return. So that's why we always love to go do Laura. We've started bringing Mike and Chris there with us, and they just love it. So they love it twice a year. Is that me?
I don't know.
I think so.
You think so?
Try turn.
It's a little bit better.
How's that?
Yeah. Okay. I thought I was the only one hearing it. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
but
it's better.
It's better now?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's basically where Haunted Nights came to be.
So, when you're booking a location, what kind of stuff are you looking for as far as like space wise, or is it more space wise or activity wise that you're trying to figure out?
I think we need space. We need to be able to handle at least 20 to 30 people. Some of our locations we get 60, 70 people in them. But it all depends on that location. We want to be able to get enough people in there where it's not too crowded and everybody can enjoy it. So that's kind of what we look at. We try to break into like 3 or 4 groups, and max groups probably anywhere from 6 to 8 people, depending on the size of the location. So everything seems to work where we've done it. So we've kind of got the routine down.
It's still doing that feedback.
I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, we'll just make it work.
It's
I
not
don't know
horrible.
Yeah.
I can't tell what it is.
Oh.
But yeah, I would say size too, because any location you go to, you can't promise tons of activity anyway, because they're not. They do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you get people complaining about that kind of stuff where it's like, well, nothing's happening?
No,
I think because we try to keep it very interactive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And because each one of our groups or our teams has something unique that they work on. And a lot of times it's Brandon and myself. Tana will work with Lori. Sometimes John and Lynn or Ryan, them all partner up together. So everybody has a good little routine. We've done it enough times so we kind of know how to work these locations now.
Well, actually, talking about Dunlora, that's when 2 of our guests, they were young guys and they had never done it before. And the EVP that we caught, they were with me and Lori up in the blue room. And it's really cool when you've got 2 guys that leave that were skeptics that are so excited to be able to say that they're believers. I mean, that's what makes it all worthwhile too.
I think going back to what he said also is in the early days of Haunted Nights, you had a group lead. That was who you were with the entire night. Now we've adapted to, one person in a location. So the cool thing is you get a chance to work with everybody. Everybody has a different investigation style. Some may be more audio driven. Some may be more, let's turn on a piece of equipment. Some may just be like, let's try something, just sit in the quiet and listen for a little bit.
Yeah.
So the cool thing is when you come to one of our events is you get to experience all of that in one night by different rotations. And by the end of the night, and we always say this, two things we always say for every investigation or every event we do is like, we can't guarantee it's going to happen. There's no such thing as ghost on demand. If there was, we would charge way more money than what we already charge now. This is how it is. Two, a successful ghost hunt across the board, and that's not even just an event, it's just an investigation period, is if you leave with more questions than you had before you walked in, it was a successful ghost hunt.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
I actually say I'm getting more used to the like staying a location and the groups rotate. I think that's actually probably a better experience for the people that are on site or part of the groups that are going around. That way they do, because I find like if I'm in a group with Kim, it's more we're going to do the old school. We're going to do dowsing rods. We're going to do, you know, pendulums. We're going to do some of the older stuff. And then you get to like John, he's going to do the, you know, EVPs, and you get to Tyler, he's going to do Estes method. So it's kind of giving everybody a little flavor as
And then
they
you get to
go.
learn things, and that's the cool thing about it is you get to learn, and we love it when there's somebody new, brand new, and because first off, you're taking the step. I think with anything brand new with investigating, you're taking a giant leap because there's something you've never done before. Maybe it's something that's taboo in your family. Maybe it's something that you don't get a chance to really do a lot. So you're taking that first step, but you're leaving with these techniques where I like what that guy did with the digital recorder, but I love what that person did over there with like the human pendulum or, you know, the Estes method.
Yep.
So maybe I can combine those two together and come up with something totally unique. So it's kind of like the gateway into your future investigations. So that's really cool.
Yep.
So can guests, like not guests, but I guess guests, can they bring their own equipment?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we encourage that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, we have our supply on hand, but you know, a lot of times they have more than we have. So
Wow.
we love them bringing equipment to participate. So
Well, one key thing too is that we don't try to run like each session. We're there to help or to guide, but we want the people to do most of the questions and that because they've paid to be there, you know, because we've done it. This is their time. So yeah.
yeah, we like to, and I always say when we have our talks beforehand, you know, it's more, this investigation is more for them. You know, we're there to help participate. We're there to, you know, to kickstart if we have to. But to come in and enjoy the location, enjoy investigating, and, you know, we're always there to help support. So we don't take control of it, for one thing with ours. We don't take control.
Yeah.
That's just one thing I don't like to do. And everybody seems to have a great time doing it. And I think, you know, we come in with so much, our team has so much positive energy to it that I think it helps. You know, I try to make sure everybody's having a great time before we get started.
Yeah.
And to check your baggage at the door. Because once they do that, then it really gets active.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's not, I muted my mic and that's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what Ronnie was saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could it be me? Could it be my phone?
Well, if someone's on mute and it's not, I think it might be Rhonda.
Yeah.
She
I
was
don't know
on
what
mute.
that
And
is.
then
But now it seems to have stopped overall.
Testing anybody out there?
Testing.
I think, like you said, the cool thing too is when you come to the event, any one we do, and it doesn't matter the size. It could be a huge prison, asylum. It could be somewhere like Dunlora, which is a small bed and breakfast. It's every event gets the same energy. We're not going to half-ass it just because it's a smaller location. You're not going to get a little part of the show. You're going to get the biggest. We put on the biggest show, no matter what the venue is.
Hey, John.
And the cool thing about it is, and there are plenty of great events out there to go to. Highly recommend you go to all of them because you have a good chance to visit these locations. But I think what makes ours so cool is we treat you, it's like Olive Garden. We're the Olive Garden of paranormal events. When you're here, you're family. And I need to really make that into a shirt. That's actually a great idea.
there we go.
But when you walk in where people are there to greet you, we're going to walk around. We have, tell us your ghost story. Tell us what you believe, if you believe. And if you don't believe, we welcome you just as much as people that do, because everybody brings something to the table. And a lot of times, and Lyle and Tana will attest to this, it's usually the people that don't believe are the ones walking out saying, hey, man, I had a great time. Thank you guys for everything. You guys are awesome. When's the next one?
Unlimited breadsticks.
Unlimited.
I'll go for unlimited breadsticks. Heck yeah.
I mean,
I'll walk around. I'll tell you what, the next event that you come to, Shayla, I'll walk around with like that cheese wheel and like more cheese.
Yes.
Nice.
Expecting a cheese wheel at the cabin on 360 then.
There you
go.
Be there every single day, Ryan. Every day. I'd be there more than I am already now. I'd be moving in.
I think we just with our events that it's like Brandon's saying, everybody becomes a part of the Haunted Nights crew family when they come to one of our events. And from that point on, we love, we got so many repeat people that come to events now. And it's great because it's become one big family of people. And we love to welcome in all the new people, especially like Brandon said, those that really don't believe. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine. It's always great to be skeptical. That's what I am. I always raise my hand every time they say, who's a believer, who's skeptic? I'm always raising my hand because, I still haven't had that one thing happen out of all these years that's really making it stand out for me. So, but we keep going with it. And
even though you've seen
I've had plenty of things. Yeah, I've had plenty of things, pretty interesting things that have happened.
Yeah.
So true, love. Yep, you're right, Johnny. And Mr. Stevens, one of the big promoters for
Yes.
Virginia. We love Mr. Johnny Boy.
Yeah.
He's the only guy that's faster on Facebook than I am.
So,
and you're right. I have noticed that a lot of the people who go to your events, they're kind of repeaters. Like you have a lot of people who keep coming back, and they'll follow you guys to different
That's
locations.
a good sign, though.
It's
That's
a traveling circus. It really is.
Yeah.
If you got people that follow you, you know that you're doing something right.
Yeah.
That's what our whole goal is to make sure that you come and you have a great time. And when you leave, hopefully, like Brandon says, you have more questions than when you came in.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, that's one thing. And I think we didn't have as many events last year because we had a big project that came up at the in September of last year. So we kind of did. I think we had 2 events from September through the end of the year.
Yeah.
So, and then we didn't start until March of this year. So we've had 2 events so far this year. Both of them have been sellouts. And, Dun Laura is Dun Laura. It's what it is. It's a smaller bed and breakfast. We don't try to cram it up. We have great guests that come in and they know the deal. They know that, we try to get in there what we can. It's out in the middle of nowhere, really. Mineral, but it's kind of hard to get to.
Yeah.
And, but we love it. And that's why it's just such a great place. Sheena and Tony are such wonderful hosts. And that's why we continue to go back and support them and try to bring new people to it. So, but we're looking forward to 2 weeks from this weekend being at the cabin.
Yeah.
Bringing
that's gonna be fun.
Cabin. I've been looking at the updates on that particular event, and I think Saturday night we only have 3 tickets left for Saturday night.
Wow.
Friday night we still probably have about 10. So
That's not a lot.
That's
Not a lot.
really good.
For the first visit from the guys being there, a public event, you definitely don't want to miss the energy they bring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. They bring great energy to the events. And
I got to get my ticket.
yeah,
I got to hurry up.
Thank you, Ronnie, for saying that. We love when you guys come out too. Ronnie and Shayla are great people.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got them. And we met them basically through Bell Grove.
Yeah.
I believe. That's why I'm glad. And hopefully, like Rhonda, like we said, we're going to try to work on getting up there to
Yes.
you.
Now that we're past this long, I mean, you've been there. Y'all were there in September. You know how Sage Paracon is.
Yeah.
You know what? I wish we could have been at this one, but we, between work schedules and, the big event we had coming up this weekend, it was too hard for us to be able to do two big ones in a row. Back a couple years ago, I wouldn't have cared. But, now being back full time and everything, it's kind of hard.
No,
So
it's
we missed it.
understandable.
We definitely missed it.
But we are trying to get you there. It's just like now everybody's kind of like decompressing. Like we have 4 days of this.
Yeah. I know that feeling. Yeah, I know. We did that. Did they do 2 last year? Or was it the year before? They did it in May the year before?
They did it in May the year before. Then it was September. Well, no, yeah. Yes,
Because we
that's
were there in
exactly
that May, and then we
Yeah.
were there last September. So.
Yep.
But MJ's always been great. We love going there. Brandon and I used to go and do the media portion for, and
Yep.
we just couldn't commit this time, and I wish we could have. But
Well, Belle Grove holds a special place in Haunted Nights. I think that was our very first Halloween bash.
Our Halloween bash was at Belle Grove. So and I mean that was a sellout weekend.
Yeah.
Both nights. I mean that was probably to say that was a very big event, and that was COVID year.
Yeah.
That was 2020.
Oh,
Wow.
That was October of 2020. Yeah.
But I think people were itching to get out and have fun.
Yep.
That too.
Yeah.
Yep. Had reached that point that people were ready to go.
Yeah.
So
I always feel like Belle Grove is a good place for people who is like their first investigation ever.
Yeah.
I want to go to Belle Grove so bad.
Well, you're in good hands, with, of course, FPRI and with Tyler, you really can't get a better experience when you go to one of their lockdowns. And, we've been there, Belle Grove, plenty of times, and it's always a great time. But if you get a chance, hit up one of their lockdowns, and it's definitely worth the money.
Yep. Next one's July 13th. I'm not even sure how many tickets we have left.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and I remember back our first Halloween bash there. That's when Tyler came on board and helped us out.
Yeah, that's right.
During the investigations before he actually became what he was.
Yes. Isn't it so cool to see how he's grown in the field? Yes.
Yep.
I remember the first time I did an investigation with him, he had like just dowsing rods, some K2s, and like a little bit of stuff. And now he's branched out, and his photography is off the chain.
Yeah. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So when you guys find a new location, do you guys scout it out? Do you guys go investigate it first, or do you rely on just the other people's experiences out there?
We have.
Actually, I think we've been to pretty much the locations before we hold events at them. So we do go check them out. We like to see what they can hold. People reach out to us and say, "Hey, we would like to see if you'd like to come work with us." That's what we've done. I mean, that's what happened like before we did the Wisconsin events.
Yeah.
We actually went there and did a private investigation. The Twisted Realm team did.
Man, that was my favorite.
So and that kind of got us in there. We talked to them about doing events, and then it was on. And then I wish we could get back in there one day. But they kind of outpriced themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
So
he's talking about the battleship of Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wisconsin down in Norfolk.
Yeah, Norfolk. Great place.
Great location.
Where do you have any plans to go? I know you went to Missouri? Or any plans to go any farther west than that, or you want to stay more towards the East Coast?
We're journeying Indiana come July.
Wow.
We're heading to Randolph County Infirmary. We're doing a big event out there with the Ray Chasers in July 27th, actually. So every now and then you'll catch us going outside of these borders. I mean, Missouri State Bend, that was an excellent event. I mean, I was really shocked at how many people came to that. And it just was crazy. Randolph County Infirmary, we're going to really start pushing it hard here in the next couple weeks because basically after your event at the 360, the next two will be St. Albans, July 20th, and then Fairfield County Infirmary, July 27th. So 2 big ones and 2
Wow.
weekends.
Yeah.
The cool thing is though, kind of the big ones are really fun, but I think what makes the ones we do here in Virginia really cool is it's bringing more awareness to these locations that maybe the outside paranormal community does not know about, like a cabin on 360, a Dunlora Inn, all these cool locations we go to, and it's bringing more people in. And the cool thing about it, and we've seen this before with some of the locations we've done, is we'll have guests come to our events, and then next thing you know, a month or two later, they're booking a private event or private investigation at that said location. So you're getting these repeats outside of the events, and that's bringing in business. And that's the good thing, is supporting these local locations. Going to a big one like a Waverly Hills and all that stuff is really cool. But if I can go down the road and, go to like the cabin on 360 and spread awareness of this cool locations right here in Richmond, Virginia, and people want to come visit from out of state, because we have people, I think, coming from out of state just for this one at the cabin, and that's cool because they're going to come experience why this is one of our favorite locations.
Right.
The local flavor, more or less.
Yeah, you think about the race chasers. They not only they have a huge following, they have a huge commitment following that a lot of these people are very faithful, and they go to these places with them.
And they've become our family.
They become our Haunted Nights family, because they come to all of our events, and so it's just we've gotten together, we've gotten to work so tight together, not only with the events, but with filming and stuff like that here lately, and so we've all become family, and a lot of these people that are big, we've got to meet a lot of them, and when we were filming for Ghost Mob, and a lot of those are the huge Race Chaser fans that are coming to do those filmings, and so we've got to meet a lot of new people, so that was great. The Ghost Mob thing, I can't wait for everybody to be able to see that.
That's coming very soon.
Exciting.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. I can't wait. We can't wait for everybody to see what it's all about. And I think it's going to be very catchy.
It's a brand new twist on paranormal TV.
Absolutely.
10 people, 10 walks of life, one haunted location. And of course, the debut episode will be at St. Albans. That'll be the very first episode. And we have another one here in Virginia and 2 in Tennessee that we have coming, and those will be announced here soon. But like Lyle can attest, we've seen some amazing things filming paranormal content for a long time now. But the interesting thing with this, and there's Beth. Beth is a Ghost Mob alumni. She was on the very first episode we filmed. You see these people that don't maybe not have anything in common, but they're coming together and working together, and it's not a competition at all. But you're seeing, can these firemen get activity? Can this person that's a non-believer get activity? So it really is the paranormal survivor, more or less. And it's a really interesting concept. And some of the stuff that, Lyle and, of course, Josh Bender were the camera crew for Ghost Mob. Some of the stuff that we've seen behind the cameras has just been amazing. And we've seen stuff that we can't even explain at this point with all the things that we've done. And it's kind of like, okay, how the hell did that really happen?
Those are the best moments, though.
Yeah.
They really are.
It's hard to be behind that camera and seeing stuff.
Not say anything.
When you're an investigator, it's very difficult because you want to get so involved. I can remember the exchange episode that we filmed, talking too much because I was just so into it, so involved in it.
The cool thing about that is it's like we have the best view. We really do, being behind the camera, because it's like we're watching it on TV, but we're physically there. And we get too caught up because we're looking in the viewfinders, we're looking in the monitors, and we're thinking we're just getting too caught up, and then we realize, hey, we're actually physically here.
Right.
It's just really cool.
So how often are y'all seeing something happen that the people involved are not seeing while you're behind the camera?
Yeah.
A good bit.
Yeah, that's
Like,
we're not saying a thing.
Can you imagine being behind the camera? You're holding the camera and you're taking your hand and you're pointing.
Yeah.
Hey, look
Like,
this
have
way.
you guys ever gotten touched at all? Or like, has anything crazy
Mhm.
ever happened to you? Like, specifically you, when you're like, what just happened?
While we're filming or while anything?
Yeah, while you're filming.
Oh, we've had some weird experiences.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go take her.
Okay. You're gonna take her out?
Yeah.
All right.
She's
Yeah.
She's
We
so cute.
it's funny because me and Lyle we work great together as far as carrying cameras, and we brought on Josh Bender from Deadlight as the third camera person for Ghost Mob, and all three of us click so well as a camera crew, and because I can tell when he's sensing something, he can tell when I'm sensing something, or like something's not right. And the funny thing is, I forget which filming it was. I think it was Ian Lyle that said, "You guys are like ninjas with night vision, because like all they see is these little red lights just dancing around them like orbs, and because we just know how to move with the camera." And but like I said, it's a great view, but we're physically there. But to kind of answer your questions, like, yeah, we'll see things move on screen, and we'll try to get your attention the best we possibly can. But if you don't acknowledge it, we're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
So it's you to figure out.
Dang. Oh,
Yeah.
That's gotta be frustrating.
We're just
yeah,
not.
that's gotta be really frustrating.
Yeah. I mean, with being investigators and stuff like that, being in it so long, and having some abilities and stuff like that, it's really hard, especially when you detect things,
Yeah.
and to be able to get somebody's attention. So, but it's so much fun to be able to watch it.
Yeah, you guys are going to love it, honestly.
I think everybody's gonna love that one.
Yeah, you'll see how I think Chris has said this the most. He said this: it's not paranormal driven; it's about the people. Where it's like the paranormal is a second nature. It's about the people. So you're going to learn so much about the people that you're watching on screen that you're going to feel like you've known them your entire life, and you're going to form a bond with them. And there's going to be some that you love, maybe some that you maybe don't like, but you're still forming a bond with them because of that emotion that they give you. And some of there's a lot of tears on this show.
Oh.
I think every episode has had somebody crying over either a past experience they've had or an experience that they've had at this particular filming. So you're going to feel something when you watch this, 100%.
Oh my gosh.
Is it the
I'm
same
so
people
excited.
every time, or is it different people?
Every location,
Wow.
10 different people.
Yep.
Yeah.
10 people every event, every different one. You're going to have some mother and daughters. You're going to have
Husband,
married
wife.
couples.
Yeah.
I think it was a brother and sister or whatever. So you're going to have but that's the cool thing about it too. It's every single episode. It's a brand new mob.
Yeah.
Dang.
How did you guys come up? How did you guys come up with the concept of Ghost Mob?
That's all Mike G.
Mhm.
Mike G and Chris. They wanted to put something together that was totally different than what they're used to doing. And, really, I mean, this, Mike and Chris are a part of these Ghost Mob episodes, but they're not like what you're used to seeing, like on Haunted Towns and, Ghost Asylum and all that. You don't see a whole lot of them until certain times. And, so it's about the people. That's what it's all about. And, I love the concept. That's why they sold us on the concept, and, we've been dedicated to it since. And it consumes things. It consumes. Yeah, the editing part really consumes you. So.
No, Lyle's put a lot of time in behind the computer, and props to him. We have a solid crew, and the one thing that makes it really satisfying is 3 of us are doing the work of like a 9 to 10 person crew. So what you see like on Travel Channel and Destination and HBO Max and all that stuff, where you have like production and all that, you got 3 schmucks with cameras and audio equipment that's going to be doing everything. We do B-roll, drone, interview footage, and but that's what makes it so cool is when you see it on the screen, you're like, I was there, I did that, and now I'm seeing it in front of me. It's really rewarding in more ways than we can ever explain.
Yeah, I was gonna say that must be like a really rewarding job. Like being able to just like view your work and like your hard work.
All those hours till 4 o'clock in the morning, right, Lau?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's the one thing you really had to get used to was, we film, we do stuff, and but the following a schedule,
Mhm.
and that schedule can get thrown off, and that early night turns into a very early morning.
Yeah.
Dang.
The coffee
You
is flowing something fierce.
And we try to do it all, fit it all in on a Friday and Saturday night.
I was going to ask that. So it's like 2 days of filming.
It's actually more than that for us because we usually get in on Thursdays and leave on Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah, but
That's still not a lot.
Another thing too, what you see a production crew do in a week, we do in 5 days.
I was going to
Oh
say, I mean, that's
my
still
God.
not a lot.
But the cool thing is, with Lyle and with Josh and myself is what's up, brother?
What's up, brother? Dennis?
Hey, Dennis.
Hey,
We know that guy.
There's this dude.
We know him a little bit too.
Yeah, just a little bit. Smidge.
I think he has a record. We've been doing this for so long. We have a pattern down. So when it comes to B-roll footage, we know what to get. With interviews, we know how to set it up and find those cool locations for interview footage. So I know 2 of these locations you've been to one of those locations in Tennessee, but the other one we haven't. And that's also the cool thing too, is when you go somewhere you've never been to before and you're thinking, okay, what shots can we get? Where can we set these things up? How can we make this place look awesome and more than it already is? And no, this is, to say it's rewarding is putting it lightly. And but coming to Amazon Prime, hopefully here very, very soon. And you never know where it's going to be next.
Wow.
how many episodes have you guys shot so far?
4.
Just
Four.
four.
First season's going to be 4 episodes.
Yeah.
What was the process like as far as finding the people to join the mob?
To start out with, a lot of these people are people that attend a lot of the Ray Chaser events. They know them well. From this point on, now it's going to be open to kind of like submissions, the public. We're going to be picking people that we don't know.
So you can watch it this week and then be on a future episode.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Cool.
That is really cool.
That's going to be the cool thing. So it really is, like we said, it's Paranormal Survivor. There's going to be a way to submit your stuff, and then if you're picked, then you come and join the mob. And that's what makes it cool too, is because each episode's 10 people, and that's it. And that's next one's gonna be different people. So you are special because you are part of this particular episode, and you are it. You're forever a part of the mob.
Yeah.
So is there like an application process?
We'll be getting all that together. We're right now, I think we're trying to get these 4 episodes ready to present, and then go from there. I know there will be more, definitely. So you just have to pay attention to the Ray Chaser page. Of course, we'll be having it. We'll share it, do everything through L&B Media. We'll just when that process opens, we'll definitely share it out there to people.
So when you guys have an event, let's say doing Laura or wherever, how far in advance do you like to start advertising for an event?
All the events this year, we started back in January.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do the last, usually I don't post the event or ticket sales until like 2 to 3 months, before the event. This year, when we found out all of our locations, all of our dates, I built it all, and I've had them out there since the beginning of January for people, unless it's a new event that got just thrown out there.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they've been out there with Brandon's marketing. We started marketing at the beginning of the year for all the events.
Mm-hmm.
And, and it's been well. It's done well. doing it that way instead of waiting until the last, 2 months before the event happens.
Yeah.
Get out there, give them a choice of the ones they want to go to. And
Yeah, and like some events are multiple months. Like you may have one, like for St. Albans, we had March,
Mhm.
July, and December. Dunlora, we have May, June, and then November. And so, and that's the good thing too is getting everything out there. Take your pick, buy in advance, because you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, just the marketing, the minute it hits the road, that's when the advertising begins.
Mhm.
Do you notice, like, since you investigate all year, is there a particular time of year that is more active than others?
That's a really good question.
I don't think so.
Somebody asked me this at work today, actually, and I don't really have an answer for that because it seems like we investigate all year round, and it seems like it's always good, no matter what.
Right.
As long as your mind is open, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And the vibrations are up. It depends on who's with you.
Yeah.
Yes. If
Yeah.
you got a negative mindset, you're not going to get
Yeah.
jack.
Well, that's what Lyle said. Check it at the door.
Yes.
If you walk in with a bad attitude, hey, that's great. You can have a bad attitude the minute you leave.
Yeah.
And don't walk in here with that because you don't know what you're going to
Yeah.
bring on yourself or somebody else. But if
Mhm.
you've ever investigated with us, one thing we like to do is we like to have a good time. So, we like to tell dad jokes. We like to make things laugh because my philosophy and Lyle's and Tana's and all the Haunted Nights crew, this isn't our home. This is not our environment. We are guests. No matter how many times that we've been somewhere, we're only a guest in these locations. The resident spirits, this is where they dwell. They either they choose to be here or they are here. The best we can do is entertain them while we're there. Because if somebody came into my house, I'd be already irritated. But if you start telling me jokes and we start to bond over something, okay, I'm going to talk to you. But if you walk in, how did you die? Da 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 da, and just start hitting on with those hard things. I don't know about that. But usually the dad jokes
I
only
need
come
to
out
hear
when
some of
things
these
don't
dad
happen.
jokes.
Yeah.
When the dad
Well,
jokes
the
come out,
thing
that
is,
means
when the
things are
dad
happening.
jokes bust out, nothing's happening, and everybody stops paying attention.
I give fair warning. I'm like,
That's when it
you're
comes
about
out.
5 minutes from a dad joke. You're about 10 minutes from a dad joke. But we find that making them laugh and then when everybody's laughing together, that's when
The
everything's happening.
vibration goes up.
It's
Yep.
like Monsters Inc. Great example. When they got the screaming, things happen, sure. When they found out that laughter fills the can faster, a lot of cool things happen.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
So can you imagine, kind of backpacking on what you said, can you imagine walking into somebody's home unannounced and then just blatantly telling them what to do?
I have a 6-year-old. Yes, I can.
Well, I have
Yeah,
kids,
I
so
can.
yes. But I would be so upset if I was a spirit, just minding my own business, just doing my own thing, and somebody Zach Baggins comes in and was like, do this, do that. And I'm like, oh no, I don't know what to do. Why are you here? Why are you bossing me around? I would just clam up and just go into my little hidey hole and not come out. So I like
Yeah, I mean,
when people have good vibrations on investigations.
Right.
I think a lot of times people forget that we are talking to actual people, and the way you guys do things, as far as being welcoming and making it fun. It's not fun just for you; it's fun for everything in the house. And then it attracts the spirits, and they'll chat more or be more open to talking with you if they feel comfortable with you, compared to like what Sarah said. You coming in here, what's your name? Why are you here? You're dead. Stuff. Those questions like that, where it's like, well, I don't. Why am I asking
Why
these
I'm here.
questions?
The ghost is just another guest that got in for free.
That's right. That's right.
That's just a good way to look at it. Just because you didn't pay, you just happen to already be here, you're still a guest at our event. So
Yeah.
that's just the best way to look at it.
Agreed.
The guest of honor.
There you
Yeah,
go.
for sure.
Is there a particular location that's had more activity than others?
Good question.
But they're all good locations. I'm not trying
Yes
to throw
and
any
no.
location under the bus or whatever. You know, you love your locations.
You know, I think I I don't really. That's a good question there because I'm trying to think if there's been a difference in any of our locations. You know, people leave excited at the end of every one of our investigations, and that they've been able to see things, not see things, but be able to be involved.
Mhm.
And so it's kind of hard. That's a hard question. I mean, I've heard good things at just about every location we've done events at.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I mean, we do keep a board, our evidence board, that we like to bring to our locations. Some people get so active that they just want to keep going, and the board doesn't get written on. So, but then you've got some that just want to document. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I
I
told
think
people,
last full
I told,
board, Brandon.
I think good advice also is for somebody that comes into a location for the very first time, don't set your expectations on a haunted location on what somebody else got,
Yes.
because you could walk into a location with high expectations, get nothing, and then you're going to leave. Well, this place is not haunted. I don't believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
Walk in with a clean slate. It's like case in point, I spent the night in the Lizzie board and bed and breakfast, and nothing happened paranormal wise. However, though, stuff did happen, but it wasn't, what I thought it was going to be. But still, I'm appreciating the fact that I'm in this historical location. I appreciate the fact that I'm still walking the same grounds that she did. I think it's the same thing for our events. If you walk in and just have an open mind and just, hey, if something happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm still here in this historical building. I'm still here, enjoying this location, enjoying myself. They'll find you. You don't have to look for them. They'll look for you, more or less.
And we always have our disclaimer. We can't guarantee that something's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do our best to try to create interaction, but we can't guarantee that it's going to happen. But I just feel like with the energy you bring in, you create good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's why we've had such great events.
I feel like you're right on that. I think you, with haunted nights, you come in much like we try to do. Is you come in, you open it up to them when things don't happen, which sometimes it's quiet. You have to have that energy to like interact with them and just still make it a fun time.
Right.
It's all about them.
Yeah.
Right.
And haunted nights definitely does that.
A lot of times it's us laughing to ourselves in the dark at 1 o'clock in the morning, wondering what the hell are we doing? And that's the one thing. If you don't laugh at a ghost hunt at some point, you're not enjoying yourself.
Right.
You're doing it wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not all serious. And yeah, there are serious situations that do require 100% of your focus. But really, let's just narrow it down. We're sitting in a building talking to a wall, hoping that it talks back to us. Let's just break it down to what it truly is.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the end of the day, enjoy yourself. And that's what we hope that you come out of this. It's like when you come to our event, we have the music playing. When you walk in, everybody's walking around introducing each other. Have fun, man. That's the best thing. It's like anything else in your life. It's like going to see a play. Am I going to like it? I don't know, but I'm determined to enjoy myself. And if I walk out there thinking that was a great play, then I want to go see another one. If not, if this wasn't for you, then hey, you tried. But at least you had a good time doing it.
Yep.
Well, guys, we are getting towards the end of the show. I want to thank you guys for coming on. And
man, thank y'all.
Thank you, brother.
We love it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you guys in a couple of weeks at the cabin on 360. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Be sure to click that link if you want to be a part of that great event here to June 14th and 15th.
Yep.
We still have tickets left for Friday night. We only have a few left for Saturday night. So come on out and join us. We'd love to have you at the cabin. The guys would love you. You'd love to see the guys if you've never met them before.
And all of our info for all of our events, if you go to eventbrite.com, Haunted Nights Paranormal Events, but all of our stuff is on Facebook. So facebook.com/Haunted Nights Paranormal Events, put all 4 words in, and then you'll find us, and all info for all of our events are there. We post daily. you have any questions about anything, shoot us a message. I know Lyle, Tana, and myself are all admins, so we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But all info for all the events and every post about the event has the ticket link in the post somewhere. So we make sure that even if you have no idea how to use technology, we got you covered.
It's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
I'm super looking forward to seeing you guys again, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys in a couple of weeks. Good luck this weekend over at Dunlora.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank y'all so much for having us on.
Thank you guys.
No problem.
I had to go take care of the fur baby. So,
well,
we heard a bit.
Mascot, Haunted Nights mascot.
Exactly. We'll have you guys back on after the Ghost Mob comes on.
Yes,
Gotcha.
I'm very excited.
Perfect.
That's very excited.
Yep, definitely. We'd love to chat about that. So,
but yeah, if you real quick on that, Wraith Chasers on Facebook, they will be the first people to break all breaking news on Ghost Mob. They have an app too. If you download their app, I'm sure all info will be on there. The minute it breaks for them, we will make sure we make the post.
Yay!
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
all right, we appreciate you guys. Thank y'all.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
So that was fun. I love
really
having
fun.
Lyle and Tana and Brandon on the show.
Yeah.
They're pretty awesome folks.
Yeah.
Somebody, I'm not going to say who, but somebody whose name rhymes with era has a birthday this weekend.
What?
Just me.
Now,
Just me.
I must sing. Happy birthday.
Mr. President.
Happy birthday to you.
To
Happy
me.
birthday, dear Sarah.
Sarah.
Happy birthday
To you.
you.
Thank you.
I know. Brings a
Happy,
tear to your
happy.
eyes.
Most beautifulest thing I've ever heard in my life, Ryan. Thank you. Thank you, Rhonda.
Tears of joy.
You're welcome.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm excited about my birthday. I'm not excited about turning a year older, so that's fun.
You have any plans?
You'll get over that, girl. You'll get over that.
I hope so. I don't know. I think so, but it's all like up in the air right now. So we shall see.
Well, Rhonda and I have plans this
We
weekend.
do.
You guys going to Henricus?
We are going to be at
I want
Henricus.
to go to Henricus so bad.
I'm excited. We'll bring the freakiness to Henricus, and we'll do some live feeds or something, and you can watch us.
Please.
Yep.
Or like I
We'll
want
get everybody
live
to
or
sing to
something.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, tell everybody it's my birthday.
We
Like
will,
it's Sarah's
we will.
birthday. Like yes, everybody.
You
knows
just sing,
it's my
damn it! It's her birthday.
I'm a Gemini. I need everybody to know this.
I said I don't want them
my
to know.
time.
We're Gemini, so I
Evan.
want everybody to know, but I don't want everybody to know.
I know.
I want attention, but I don't.
Yeah,
But I-
that's like
Yes.
every birthday.
Turn
It's like, why is
attention,
everybody? Yes.
Alone.
It's like when people sing happy birthday to me and I'm like, everyone's looking at me, you
Worse.
know? I'm like, I hate that.
I hate that feeling.
God.
Look at me.
God,
We
man.
still have tickets available, Heaven. If you guys want to come out to Henricus, go
We
to
have
the
how many
page.
tickets are left?
I think 10, maybe. I don't know.
That's not a lot, guys.
Yeah.
3 days and counting.
We'll be here soon. So this weekend or this weekend, I don't know what I'm talking about. This Tuesday we've got the Haunted Raven
Nice.
on the show.
Ooh.
What's going on with you guys on the Ryan effect?
It's terrible. I don't even know. Like I am literally just getting myself back in order from the old 4-day marathon.
Funny
I
story.
meant to message Howie and go like, "What are we doing?" But
last weekend, Howie was going to do, I guess, talking to have Jason Gray on the show.
Yeah.
And we had a miscommunication with the bookings. I get a message from Howie saying there's a team on at the cabin on Sunday, and we never have people on Sunday. And I think Dennis forgot there were people on Sunday, so his show had to be postponed because we had a team at the cabin.
I know he messaged me and I was like, Howie. He's like, so we're not on for tonight. I was like, I wasn't on for tonight anyway. It's like
Yeah.
Paracon, like Friday night is like 6 to 11:30 whenever we finish. Saturday, like I'm usually there at 8:30, 9 o'clock. We go till 2 in the morning. We start up again at 10 the next day and we go till midnight. So it's
That can be rough.
a lot.
Trying to do a show on Sunday night after
There was
not being a
no
complete
me
zombie.
breaking for that.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'd be curled up in my bed, sleep.
Yesterday was like sleep, like a lot of sleep happened for me.
So we're going to move our heavy metal show to the weekend after.
Did you say we're doing heavy metal?
June. Heavy metal, hardcore, whatever.
Yes,
the metal
I'm
show.
down.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, I have so many fucking songs, and I'm like, I don't know if I can narrow.
We're gonna have to do a part 2 of the heavy metal show, I guess.
I will be down for that too.
Listen,
we've got the Haunted Raven joining us. Haunted Raven joining us next week.
Cool.
So it's gonna be fun. He is a paranormal investigator and photographer, so that's going to be a fun conversation.
That's fun. I'm very
looking
excited.
forward to it. And then we've got who else we have? We've got
I saw June is looking fabulous.
Mason House in Bed and Breakfast out of Iowa.
Ooh.
Rory Sonia talking about star seeds.
Ooh, I'm so excited about that.
And then me too. Me too. And we're doing a Freaks React with Middletown Paranormal. Can be joining us.
That'll be fun. Yay.
That's so exciting.
It's going to be a fun June. And July's looking even better.
Yeah. Okay. That's
looking forward to it, guys. Thank you. It's good to have my girls back on the show with me.
Yeah, it's good to have you guys.
Yeah.
And
you and Ryan. You're not really a girl, Ryan, but
no, yeah, I'm one of the girls.
Just call him Santa girl.
Santa. Yeah.
I don't
Call
know.
me Santa baby.
People just kept calling you Santa because of your gold beard.
Yeah. I mean, keep going. Keep it growing until like fucking Christmas is gonna be down to here.
Listen. I will tell you what, the toy drive at the cabin will be fabulous this year.
Yeah. That's what I'm going for. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get off of here. I will see you on Saturday, Rhonda, and I will talk to you soon, Sarah.
Yeah.
And we will all get together soon. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
All right, you guys have a good night.
You too.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.